Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Sarah, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to crochet 4 different fall leaves. These leaves right here. So I have a maple leaf, 2 regular leaves, kind of just like simple leaves, but 2 different sizes. And then I have this fun little scallopy shaped leaf that I'll be showing you how to crochet as well. And if any of you are interested, this is Willow the Wood Dragon. I'll put a clip of him fully finished if you all are interested. I just had a lot of fun with this one, so that's where I kind of drew some inspiration from the fall. Today is the first day of fall when this video comes up, so it seems like the perfect time to crochet a fall themed dragon. If you're interested in the Willow the Wood Dragon pattern, I'll have that linked in the description. And then for the horns, you can find the free tutorial on my YouTube channel, also will be linked in the description. But enough with the intro, that's not what you're here for. You are here to crochet some fall leaves. For materials, you're going to need some yarn. Now for these patterns, you can use any yarn type you want. I'm using Petite Pearl, which is a size 4 yarn, and with that I'll be using a 3mm hook. Feel free to use any yarn as long as you use the correct hook size to go with it. And then you'll also need a pair of scissors and a sewing needle. Now the sewing needle you can use to weave in the ends, and you can do whatever you want with the leaf after that, or you can use it to attach the leaves to a specific piece. So I'm going to use this to clean up an edge after you fasten off and then sew them on when they're ready. Like I said, you can use these leaves on anything you want, any project, any pattern. It's entirely up to you how you want to use them. Let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with the small basic leaf and then go from there. So let me zoom the camera in and then we'll get started. I did forget to mention that I do have a quick disclaimer, and this disclaimer is that I do tend to crochet pretty quickly, so make sure to pause the video if you need to replay it, and you can always slow it down as well. But we're going to start, like I said, with the small leaf. So what we're going to do is you're going to start with any yarn. I'm going to use my nice yellow yarn, and you want to create a magic ring. And for this magic ring, you want to leave a longer end because all of our stitches are going to go into this magic ring. So you don't want your end to be too short and then you're struggling with it. So leave it, I'd probably say about twice as long as you normally would. But go ahead and create your magic ring. And then in that magic ring, like I said, we're going to do a bunch of stuffs. First thing we're going to do is single crochet 2. Once you single crochet 2, we are going to half double crochet twice. Once you've half double crocheted twice, we're going to double crochet twice. And now we are going to triple crochet once. So triple crochet is yarn over twice. And now we are going to chain 2. And in that second chain, we're going to place a single crochet. I like to do this in the back hump of the chain. Now we are going to triple crochet again into the magic ring. Then we are going to double crochet twice. Half double crochet twice. And then we are going to single crochet twice. And now at this point, we're going to start closing our magic ring. Depending on your yarn type, this might be pretty difficult. So I would say this specific leaf doesn't necessarily work on every yarn type, specifically size 6 plush yarn. If you know, you know. But once you have it mostly closed, we're going to go ahead and chain 3. Skip that first chain and slip stitch into the next 2 chains. Again, I'm going to do this in the back hump so that the chain is nice and clean. And then I'm going to slip stitch in that single crochet across. So our very first single crochet that we made. Slip stitch and fasten off. If you're going to weave them in, leave a short end. If you're going to use this end to sew, leave a longer end. And I'm not going to chain 1. Normally I would chain 1 when I'm fastening off, but we're going to leave the slip stitch. Now go ahead and close up your magic ring all the way if you haven't already. Make it nice and tight. And then I'm going to clean up this edge, so I'm going to thread my needle. What I'm going to do is go from the front into the next stitch, pull it all the way through, And then I'm going to go in between that slip stitch we made, so in between that last stitch. and this creates a nice clean edge. And now your small leaf is ready to sew with, or if you are just using them for another project, you can weave the ends in at this point. It's entirely up to you, but that is how I crochet the small leaf. So now let's go ahead and move on to the bigger leaf. We're gonna start the same as we did with the other leaf. Go ahead and create a magic ring. And in this magic ring, we are going to place 9 single crochets. And once you finish your 9 single crochets, go ahead and close the magic ring. I like to leave it a little bit on the loose side so that it's easy to crochet into the first stitch. For the next round, we're going to begin with a simple increase. And now we are going to half double crochet twice in the next stitch. So half double crochet increase. And then we are going to double crochet twice into the next stitch, so a double crochet increase. And then we are going to triple crochet twice into the next stitch, so again a triple crochet increase. Chain 2 and single crochet into that second chain, like so. And then into that exact same stitch where we put our 2 triple crochets, we're going to put 2 more triple crochets. And this is going to be a tight squeeze. So here's what it's looking like so far. In the next stitch, we're going to double crochet increase. Next stitch, we're going to half double crochet increase. And then finally a single crochet increase. Here's what our leaf looks like so far. So now we're going to make the stem. Go ahead and slip stitch into the next stitch. And I forgot to mention with the last one, but if you don't want a stem on your leaves, you can also just fasten off now. You don't have to add the stem at all. I'm going to go ahead and chain 4. Skip that first chain and then slip stitch into the next 3 chains. And then I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch into the next stitch of the leaf. And here's our leaf, so I'm going to go ahead and fasten off the length of yarn. And same thing like we did with the other one, close up your magic ring all the way if you haven't already. And then we're going to quickly clean up this edge in the exact same way we did with the last leaf. Insert your needle into that next stitch from the front to the back, and then insert it through the center of your previous stitch, and that cleans up the edge. Very nice. And there's how you crochet the larger regular leaf. So why don't we go ahead and move on to the maple leaf. For the maple leaf, we are again going to start with our magic ring, but instead of 9 single crochets, we are going to be putting 8 single crochets into our magic ring. Go ahead and close up that magic ring. And for the next round, we are just going to increase in each stitch. So 2 single crochets in each stitch. And here is round 2 finished, just a simple circle so far. So we're going to start with a slip stitch, and then in the next stitch we are going to half double crochet twice, chain 2, and then single crochet in that second chain from hook. And then into that same exact stitch, we're going to half double crochet twice more. So this is going to be a tight squeeze all around. In the next stitch, we are going to slip stitch. And then we are going to repeat this little section we made. So half double crochet twice, into that same stitch, chain 2, single crochet in the second chain from hook, and then half double crochet into that stitch twice more. And here's what it's looking like so far. So now we're going to make the top point of the maple leaf. And to do this, we are going to skip a stitch and then double crochet. In that same stitch, we'll place a triple crochet. Now we are going to chain 2 and single crochet into that second chain from hook. Triple crochet into that same stitch. And then finally double crochet into that same stitch. And here's what we're looking like so far. Go ahead and skip a stitch and half double crochet twice into that next stitch. Chain 2, single crochet in the second chain from hook, and then half double crochet into that same stitch 2 more times. In the next stitch, we're going to slip stitch. And again, we're going to repeat that 2 half double crochets into the next stitch, chain 2, single crochet in that second chain, and then half double crochet 2 more times. Slip stitch into that next stitch, and here's what our leaf is looking like. If it curls a little bit, you can just kind of stretch it out a little bit and it will sit much more flat. Slip stitch into the next 2 stitches, chain 4, skipping that first chain, you're going to slip stitch in the next 3 chains, go ahead and slip stitch 2 more times, and then fasten off. Here's our maple leaf finished. I'm going to do the same thing I did with the other 2 and clean up this edge real quick. So go ahead and thread your needle. Again, go from the front to the back of the next stitch and then through the middle of our previous stitch. Pull mostly tight, somewhat tight, doesn't need to be too tight. And there you have your maple leaf finished. So now we're going to move on to our 4th and final leaf, and this one reminds me of a white oak leaf. I'm sure it's not 100% accurate, but I also like to call it a scalloped leaf. So let's go ahead and move on to that one. For this final leaf, we're going to switch things up a little bit and we're going to create a chain and then crochet into it. I would say this is one of the hardest leaves to make out of all 4 of them because the stitches can be very hard to see, but honestly, I would just say go for it, and it doesn't need to be perfect. It can be a little bit off, and honestly I don't think anyone will notice. Let's go ahead and put a slip knot onto your hook, and then we're going to chain 10. Skip the first chain and go ahead and slip stitch into the next 3 chains. In the next chain, we are going to double crochet 3 times. Single crochet in the next 2 chains. Then we are going to, in the next chain, half double crochet, and then place 2 more double crochets into that same stitch. In the next chain, we're going to place a single crochet, and here's what we're looking like so far. We have our 2 little scallops. In this final chain, we are going to place 2 half double crochets. And then working on the other side of the chain and in the same stitch, we're going to half double crochet 2 more times. just like so. So we're making a little scallop on the top. In the next stitch, you're going to single crochet, and then in that next stitch, we're going to double crochet twice, and then half double crochet all in the same stitch. Single crochet in the next 2 stitches. And then in that next stitch, we're going to double crochet 3 times. And then to finish this all off, we're going to slip stitch into the next stitch and fasten off. And here is our leaf finished. Go ahead and kind of adjust it a little bit so that it lays a lot flatter, but here it is. And then same with the other leaves, I am going to clean up this edge still. So repeat the exact same process. And here is the scalloped leaf finished. This is the stem down here, and then up here is the top of the leaf. And here are all the leaves finished. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it was easy to follow. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll be sure to answer them. And if you use these leaves on anything, I'd love to hear what project you use them on, maybe what leaves you made, and out of what colors. I feel like there's so much potential for these, so I would love to hear about your projects and about what you finished. I'll show you one more time that wood dragon I was working on. I just feel like it needs a special video at the end of this video because I have worked very hard on it. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching to the end, and like I said earlier, hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I will see you in my next video hopefully, and that will be a market vlog. I know on my last tutorial I posted, you all were very excited for the vlog, but if I'm being honest, it's just taking a little bit longer to be ready, but it will be out next week. So subscribe if you haven't already. I don't normally ask that. I've been trying to be better at it, but that is it officially, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!